So what do you say then to the DeSantis supporters who have sworn off Trump and are saying that they'll never get behind him, they won't back him?
Yeah, I think that's a mistake. I think it's a mistake.
If you're talking to one face to face, what is it that you tell them to urge them that it's important that we have this turnout?
My first question would be, why did you support Ron DeSantis? You know, I mean, my supporters, I think there's some subset of my supporters, most of my supporters are actually were naturally are really going the direction of Trump. But I would tell them the same thing I would tell my supporters is that we have a country to save. And if you believe the people who we elect to run the government should be the ones who actually run the government, not the deep state, and if you believe that the President of the United States owes a moral duty to this country, not another one, you have one choice left in this race to accomplish that. And I think he's a guy who did a pretty darn good job of at least moving the ball forward in that direction. Darn good job, I would say, in that first term. And that's Donald Trump. And I will tell them that you have it from me, somebody who is running against Donald Trump, that I will nonetheless do everything in my power because I believe that's the right thing to do. We'll make whatever life sacrifice is needed. But to make that happen, and I believe Ron DeSantis will too, we're each doing that for a reason. And so put the ego to one side. Put your personal distastes or preferences to one side. This is not a moment for preferences, right? You're not at a restaurant picking what you want to order for dinner.
But
right?
that too soon thing may be at play here, where the primaries just ended. The primaries were very contentious. There's a lot of mean things being said on both sides.
I'd give him a week before talking to him is the first thing I would do.
Right.
I'm just, the conversation that you said I would have.
Because it's raw right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's part of what happened with the 7-Eleven joke as well.
Right.
I think that, right, at least for some of the conservatives, I'd give him a week. I mean, I know how hard it has been for me to go from 0 to 120 and running at full speed for months. And then in about 20 minutes, having to make a decisive, and that's been a process of what's only been about 6 days or so itself since I did that. So yes, I would be understanding of that. Whenever you say, we're going to sit down with a DeSantis supporter, I would say I'd wait a week. And then I'd tell them, get to the heart of why ever they supported DeSantis. And different people could have done it for different reasons. But whatever the heart of that reason is, that automatically, I believe, will lead that person through reason and through an open exchange to say that obviously there's one best way left to advance that agenda. And that's to do what I'm doing and what Ron DeSantis is doing, is to support Donald Trump to be the next president.